Hey guys, I'm Sean,
And I'm Jim.
and today's the very beginning of our first of our new channel. It's gonna be called Cross Country Food Wars, as you can see from the everything that you click down there. Um, first video is fried rice. We're gonna be comparing and contrasting the different methods that we use to make these dishes, but they're the same dish.
But you do have to, you should point out, it is egg fried rice, not just fried rice.
It is egg fried rice. Mine is specifically pork fried rice. Is what I went with today.
And
So
mine is a version that I call poor man's egg fried rice.
so let's go ahead and get into it. Hey, I'm Sean, and today I'm going to be making some pork fried rice. Me and Jim are starting a new series where we both cook the same thing, edit the videos together, and then watch them and critique each other and compare. And so this is what we're doing. We're making some pork fried rice today, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get my onions and my garlic sauteing in a pan.
That's right. Show off your knife skills. Gonna make me look bad when I cut one up.
So we're just going to start that getting hot.
Yeah. First,
Add a
bring
little
out the
oil.
wok. Make Uncle Roger happy.
Grab a knife. Well, I mean, I'm just doing it right, man.
You don't
Grab a
have
knife
to have
over
a
here.
wok.
And we're just going to get our onions diced up pretty small. Just getting that all ripped off.
You should probably point out that you do have what, a year or two as a line cook.
Yeah, but it was just a line cook.
Yeah, but prepping onions is probably a pretty standard procedure.
I had
Believe it or not, no, we
a
had prep cooks
mishap
that
with
did most
the
of that.
cutting board in the sous vide machine yesterday or a couple days ago. Apparently, I spilled a bunch of water underneath my wooden cutting board. And,
Wow, yeah, I
didn't
see
clean
that
it up, so
bow.
it worked my cutting board.
Yeah.
Bad. I have a new one
It
on
is
order.
not happy. Look at it spin.
Try to
Yeah.
ignore that one for this for this time, guys. We wanted to get started, so we're doing one whole onion. We're making a pretty big batch today. And we just want to get rid of all this nasty skin here.
I see that jarred minced garlic.
Yep.
I
Hey man, it's fried rice. It's still
no. Hey,
fried rice.
Hey, I got a jar just like it in my fridge.
Exactly. I mean, I used the right ingredients. See a little foot there working the trash can.
And
Yeah.
I didn't want to
I
get
just
my
ate
hands on the
fried
trash
rice.
can.
I have fresh garlic, but realistically,
I
the
have-
jarred stuff is just as good. It's the same.
Yeah.
This isn't a gourmet dish. It's fried rice.
Uncle Roger disagrees with you not being gourmet.
Just gonna get all our onions in there. Get that out of there. That doesn't taste good. Give that a quick toss.
Oh God, showing off for the camera.
I always toss my stuff like
Put that
that.
heat down just a tad bit.
And we're just gonna go ahead and get a spoonful of garlic in there. Maybe a little extra.
I was thinking putting the garlic in this earlier
While
than
that's
for it to
sauteing
burn.
off.
So
While that's sauteing off, the next
funny
thing
you
we're
say
gonna
that.
do
It didn't
is
burn
we're going to get our
because
scallions cut for later.
I don't cook
now,
my
we're not
onions
using
that
those
long
right
in
now.
fried rice either. So in just a second
But
here, we're
it's
gonna
good to
get some
have them
eggs in
pre-prepped
and some
for when it's time to go
and
in.
the sauce and
Scallions
stuff.
go in at the end, guys. You put your scallions in at the beginning, they will wilt, and they wilt not taste good.
Oh, that was punishing.
And we're just giving those a good sweat off. We're also going to give this lime a cut. I think the lime or lemon juice brightens it up a good bit. This one's not necessary. This is one of my own personal little twists.
You know, if you're going to do that, I'd put in a tomatillo.
And then we're going to go ahead and beat a couple of eggs.
That's a good thought, actually.
Showing up for the camera again. One hand opening an egg.
I just cracked an egg, man.
We touched the trash. Couldn't be avoided. Gotta get tidied back up. Everybody thank my lovely assistant for agreeing to videotape me today and bring my ugly mug to all of you guys.
Yeah, 2 points for Alice on the camera work. Hiya for showing your ugly mug.
I think she's doing pretty good with the camera work.
There she is.
Using
Wait till
our
you see
set
mine.
of Freddy's fingers here.
Those are our Freddy Krueger chopsticks. I'm beating the eggs with.
These eggs beat nice
Oh,
and good.
God.
We are haunt people through and through, man.
Okay.
That's all there is to it. I mean, that's what we are.
Now that we have that going,
And keep in mind, I cut the heat down now, so they're not really
Right.
frying
Well, I can
that
hear it.
hard.
the lime also goes in at the very end, guys. If the lime goes in too early, you will kill the flavor of the lime. Doesn't keep well, and we're just gonna.
That's why I
chop
think a
this nice
tomatillo
tender
would
pork.
stay in there much
Well,
better.
you can use chicken,
Maybe so.
beef.
I never thought about
You
that.
can use shrimp. Today, I'm using leftover pork. This is just a pork shoulder roast or a picnic, pork picnic. And
Pork butt.
that's really what fried rice is for. It's for using up leftover stuff in the fridge that you just need to get through. I mean,
What,
obviously
all-
the stuff needs to go together, but
What Alton Brown calls
Pork is just meat.
refrigerator
and
Velcro.
it'll taste great with all this other stuff in there with it. We're just getting it nice and chopped up small. It will shred a little bit as it gets heated up. For anyone that's interested, this pork was actually cooked in the sous vide machine for 2 days at about 150
God.
degrees.
What?
Just sous vide pork. I mean, I'm sorry.
That piece is a little too big.
No,
See how
sous
that
vide
just
is what you have at a
falls
banquet
apart?
when they don't want to cook.
And as we stir our
Hey, man,
as we stir
it
our
was
rice in,
delicious.
that'll start to all break down.
I think you've just never had it done right.
I've been to several banquets and had so much banquet chicken and just steaks, even whatever. I mean,
And the next thing going in is our eggs. The way I cook mine, guys, is everything is about addition. Nothing ever really has to come out of the pan. So in reality,
unless you miss
we're
your
really
flip.
just getting ready for the next ingredient. And it's
I didn't
kind
miss
of
my
a progressive thing.
Oh, I was saying, that's when it would come out of the pan.
Well, yeah. So we got eggs going in now.
At the same
Yep.
time that we put that in, I'm also going to grab my spoon here, drag that over, and we're also going to fry in a little bit of sambal. This is a pretty easy to find spice here. It's not bougie or anything. It's just
Whoa.
chili paste, really. But
That's gonna be
got a really
spicy.
good flavor to it.
It's tasty, man.
Yeah,
I like flavor.
that's good for
Sambal
the
is-
sinuses.
Sambal is full of flavor.
Fry that off.
I gotta see if I can find it at our store.
You can. It's very easy to find. Literally every grocery store has sambal. If it's a big grocery
And I
store.
know that doesn't look like a
Yeah.
whole lot right now, but in a few minutes, it's going to be awfully good. Let's get into our rice, our star of the show. Now, you don't want to use fresh rice. You never cook rice to use in your egg fried rice. You use leftover rice. You use leftover rice for the thing that you cooked the day before.
Unless you're doing something quick and dirty like I did.
I should have used a
Now,
spoon.
incidentally, I did.
I was trying to get it in right
cook
then,
this
Yeah.
specifically to prep for this meal, but I still cooked it a full day and a half ahead of time, and it's just been sitting in the fridge, kind of drying out and getting ready to be used for this. And I
Was that
way
at room
over-prepped.
temperature?
Like, there's too much rice here
No.
for
It's cold.
what I have going on. But the beauty of it is that this will keep for tomorrow.
And it will.
I'm just
Yep.
gonna get all this turned
Rice
in.
is good for a couple days in the fridge.
Oh yeah.
And we're starting to see it kind of come together now. Coloring is that fantastic sambal.
The only thing I says right now is that I
One
would
of the
use
important
3 eggs
reasons that
instead
you
of
cook
2
rice ahead of
for that
time
much.
is that it
Yeah.
separates easily. See, when
Maybe
you
I should have
cook
used
rice
the third egg.
The day of,
That's
it
definitely a
wants to
consideration.
stay together because there's too much moisture binding it together.
Because I like to easily see
Old
the
rice is crumbly.
I figure
Nuts.
1 egg per serving.
Makes better fried rice.
Well, this was a little over 2
Now we're just gonna
servings.
go ahead and get this heat up a little bit.
Because it was eaten by itself. It was eaten as the whole meal.
Then I definitely would have gone with 3 or
We're just
even
gonna let this
4.
fry for a little bit.
Well, I mean, there's pork in there too, remember? There's a decent
True.
amount of protein in that rice. I think it's enough, but a third egg wouldn't have been a miss. Don't get me wrong.
All right, guys.
admit
So
that.
that's been frying for a little bit.
That
I
was
cut
our
away
cut
because
there. We
there's-
cut
there's
away
No
'cause-
reason to watch
yeah.
rice fry for 5 minutes.
Well, if I was going to be a jerk,
So
I'd
that's
say,
all fried
yeah,
up now. Now
You
we're just gonna
defi-
start adding some of our garnishes.
you definitely
And
need
some of our garnishes
protein.
do cook for a couple seconds in here.
And not
For
fat.
example, we have our scallions kind of pre-cut here.
You
We're just gonna
too.
get those in the pan, and we'll stir them in or we'll turn them in, but they won't cook for long. We just want to get a little bit of heat on them, and then serve. Essentially,
Yep. That's the only thing I didn't have any scallions, damn it, on hand, and I didn't have
You
enough
wanna add-
fresh chives growing yet.
a little bit of MSG.
Hi, Uncle Roger.
That's the good taste.
Hey, you have to have the king of flavor in your fried rice.
And we're just gonna fry that in.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could smell this because it smells fantastic.
Tasted fantastic too.
Well,
Now
I
the
believe
pan
it.
is
It
going
looks good.
And we are going to add a couple of drops of some pretty good soy sauce. It's a dark soy sauce, so just a little dab will do you. Doesn't take much.
You'll have fun when it comes to my video on that.
And now that
Well, I mean,
smell just hits you. It's crazy.
You know, your dark soy sauce it's more concentrated. It's a lot denser of a flavor. So
Okay.
and then
you
I
don't dump a ton in there
like to
because
add
it'll
just
overpower
a
everything.
tad bit of sesame oil as well.
Right? Gotta have sesame oil.
Basically just as a
Absolutely.
finishing oil. And for my money, just a little bit of Szechuan pepper. Not a ton.
Good.
Notice we're putting it in at the very end. So we're not trying to cook it in. We just want a little bit of the flavor of that. Keep in mind
Longer
we
you
also
cook that
used
Szechuan pepper, the
a
hotter
good amount
it'll
of
get, you
chili
know?
paste earlier. So
I'm
we're just
sorry,
gonna
what?
stir this in.
So the longer you cook that Szechuan pepper, the more integrated it'll get. It'll get hotter if you cook it longer.
Oh,
If
I
you
like
like-
that.
What's that?
And that's
So I
done,
like
guys.
that.
That I left it at the end and didn't.
Well, just that it's a pepper that gets stronger as it cooks. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it gets released with the, as it mixes with the liquids. Any pepper
I almost
does.
forgot my line.
To a point,
And rightfully so. I mean, it should go in at the very last minute because excessive heat will kill that flavor right off the bat. So, just gonna
Yeah, lime
stir
gets
that in.
destroyed by heat. I don't know if you've ever
The
cooked
heat's
something
off,
with
as-
lime,
as
but
you
it
said
does
earlier.
not. It doesn't
So,
stick. If
now we're
you
just
have too
gonna
much heat going on, it kills it.
Give that a little taste.
No, I don't normally use. I use lemon or tomatillos.
All right, your turn, Jim.
All right. The only
All right. So final thoughts there.
I'm sort of missing the different color aspect. I mean, to me, fried rice, I'm used to seeing carrots in there or red bell pepper, something to give it that red and orange color in there as well as the green. I mean, it's
So to
just
me,
it's an appearance thing, but it's also a taste thing.
yeah, I mean, to me, carrots don't add anything to flavor really in fried rice. I don't think they give you much. And red peppers could give you something like a red bell pepper. But if I was going to give her a red pepper, I would just chop up some red chilies in there instead. I would go
Oh
chilies
yeah,
as opposed to bell pepper. I mean, I don't think bell peppers have much to offer to fried rice myself other than color.
yeah. Actually, to put in, yeah, I could see adding some rehydrated ancho or
Yep.
what's those small red ones? I'm brain farting.
Just chilies. I mean,
Yeah,
I would use just chilies, honestly.
yeah.
I would just use red chilies.
That would fit fine. I mean, with Chinese food, that fits fine.
Exactly, and I mean that's why I would go chilies. But at the same time, I used chili paste. The chilies got in there. I just used the paste. And also like keep in mind that like a rehydrated pepper, the flavors from that are going to take a while to integrate, and you don't cook fried rice for that long. So the chili paste is going to taste better than the red peppers would have.
Okay.
That's why I want chili paste. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just used to seeing bits and pieces of color rather than just.
Yeah, no, you're used to seeing peas and carrots.
Oh God,
and,
no peas, thank you. Peas have
Well,
absolutely no
I'm
place
just-
in fried rice.
I'm just talking about your typical Chinese
Yeah.
food restaurant takeout. It's going to have peas in it.
Actually, that's a place I won't go back to if they put peas in.
I've almost never seen them without peas.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's a good thing, because I usually avoid those, but there's usually peas, man. But
Okay.
anyways, all good.
Okay, you've got control as well as I do, so go
Yep,
ahead and.
let's get you in.
Already heard when I was talking with Sean earlier. I'm here in Las Vegas, and as you also heard, Sean made his dish, egg fried rice, as a main course. I'm doing something different. It would help if I opened my eyes. Mine as a midnight snack. In fact,
It would.
Midnight right now, according to my microwave. And I haven't had supper yet, and I've been drinking all night, so I'm going to be making this like most of you will probably be making this when you get hungry and have nothing else in the house. So, we're going to start out with minute rice.
Oh, come
Uncle
on,
Roger,
man.
yes, I know you're cringing. You're going, hi! I've already said that. Well, what can I? Now, they say that 1 cup of rice and 1 cup of water is 2 servings. Well, it's just me. So, 1/2 cup of rice with 1/2 cup of water
Are you about to do what I think?
going
you're
into the
about to do?
microwave
Oh,
for 3.5 minutes.
Hi,
You say 2 servings is 6 minutes. So I figure 1 serving is 3. That was 3.5 minutes.
okay. All right. So, couple problems here.
Keep in mind, this is the quick midnight snack version.
Yeah, but number one, you used minute rice. Number two, you didn't bother to wash the minute rice.
Who the hell does that?
Who washes their rice?
Who washes minute rice? But nobody washes minute rice. People down below, in the comments, let us know. Do you wash minute rice or not? And don't tell me you don't use it, because we all do.
No, we don't. I don't have minute rice in my house. There's none.
Sean, you're cutting. I'm cutting out.
It's you. But I don't have minute rice. There's none. 0 minute rice.
For what it's worth, I've got long grain rice in the pantry along with brown rice. Now, 30 back minute rice that's the way to go.
Ugh.
All right.
I told it to play, but it's not playing, man. Try to hit play yourself.
There we go. I hit play.
Well, it looks like you just paused it again.
No, it should be playing right now.
Here, add it, unadd it, and re-add it.
Now, stainless steel or cast iron, you heat heat the pan first, then add your fat. With non-stick, that's another higher, I'm sure. That should be okay. Real quick, I was pointing out that with stainless steel and cast iron, you heat the pan first, then put the fat in. With non-stick, it's the exact opposite. Using a wok, I don't own a wok. I don't use a wok normally. Sean does. Is this cutting out for you as bad as it is for me?
Yes.
Oh, great! I just missed a great joke too. The reason I don't have a wok is because if I another, my wife is going to hit me in the head with it.
Yeah, there's something going on with your
I
internet.
don't own a wok. I don't. Sean, I want one, but you first, then turn on the heat. Well, I'm going to turn this over relatively low heat for now. So I've got canola oil. I have some sesame oil.
Oh no!
It doesn't take much. This stuff is very, very strong. What do you mean, oh no? And some
Sesame
chili
oil is a finishing oil. It burns at high temperatures. It burns.
We'll save the Tabasco
Bad,
away.
Jim.
And in the meantime, we're going to come over here. I looked in the refrigerator to see what I had handy. I had some green pepper, red pepper, onion, and some carrots. So, going to get this up really great. Don't have. Dice this up. No pun intended.
All those beautiful
Doesn't have to be
knives that he
perfect.
cuts like that.
Say again. And before the battery died,
Knives that he cuts like
just
that.
dicing up some red. I can't even hear what you're saying.
Said all those beautiful knives and you cut like that.
Hey, it works. At least I'm holding the food more or less properly with a claw now and again. I'm being
That's
careful,
true.
and I'm using a decent knife thanks to you.
Yes.
So
You really
Don't
should
bit
learn
me.
you really should learn a pinch grip though. It'd probably be easier for you to handle that knife.
yeah, I do sometimes. It's not second nature yet.
Yeah.
Some bell peppers. Actually, I'm not going to worry about that right there. Trader. And some of it's flavor and some of it, maybe it's just for color because we eat with our eyes. What happened was the camera battery died. We had I don't have great batteries. knife skills. I'm certain that Sean's is better. And I can hear Uncle Roger's hi-yos right now. I don't like that piece, so I would get rid of it. For the onion, yeah, just a
I just use a modified French
medium dice.
Man, this video is just so choppy.
Okay, I gotta apologize
you
for this
see.
audio. I don't know if it's because of my network connection or what, but this
I had
is
some grated,
sucking.
I had some shredded carrots before, but they're too old, so I'm just gonna cut some up here. That's for the dogs. I know they'll
Oh,
like it.
you're laughing
I know
about
Remy
it. Come on,
will,
knife is sharp.
but he's locked in the bedroom right now, so he can't get it.
Looks like you need to stone that thing, man. Having a hard time getting through carrots.
Those carrots are damn near frozen in my fridge.
That's all close enough.
At
Now
least
the
you
rice
can
is
see my
already
stones.
finished. We'll take this over
It's
here.
true. You need to use them more often, obviously.
All this is you can hear that sizzle. Just gonna let that go. I probably could use a larger pan. This is an 8-inch skillet. We want to let this saute. So I'm going to turn up the heat a bit. Give things a chance to soften up.
You have to admit, it looks like I decent
Can I
cutting
have-
boards.
Yeah.
You soften it up even more, a bit quickly. In the meantime, I've got my rice. I'm gonna grab a fork and fluff it up a bit. And by the way, I hate doing dishes, so I'm gonna use as few dishes as possible. Just got that fluffed up.
Yeah, I mentioned this is a late night,
I mean, what can I
midnight
say?
snack.
It's minute rice. You know what it is. Once again, we're gonna let this saute.
I've got to use an
Uncle
external
Roger,
mic.
I'm really sorry.
You've got to
I
use a
know
what?
you hate how I'm doing this, but please.
I gotta use an external mic. You can hear the camera mic picking up Randy's breathing.
Yeah. You need to start using your lapel.
Yeah, but obviously the camera's got a good mic in it.
Yeah.
Understand the spirit of this. This isn't a main dish. This is a midnight snack for people who are lazy. Egg fried rice is good for lazy people. That's going to be close enough, I think, for now. So we're going to put the rice in.
Hot, fresh rice. Oh.
No.
So let that crisp up a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. Yes, there is a very nice cast iron skillet sitting right next to that I could have used. But when it comes to any dish that's going to have a raw egg put onto it or put into any pan that's going to be used for cooking a raw egg direct, I prefer nonstick. Now, oh, yeah, cast iron would have been the go-to. Right off the top.
You could have cooked the eggs ahead of time and then added them in.
So rinse this out.
I've done that.
Very quickly.
I used to do that. I don't anymore.
Because this bowl is going to
Would
be
have been a
used
better
for
option.
everything. Now,
But I still egg in the
egg fried rice without an egg. So, crack it on a flat surface, not on the edge. So on the flat, Just get it in
I
there.
crack on the edge all the time. Works great.
And I'm gonna
Yeah, it drives shell into the egg.
and rinse
I haven't
my
eaten an eggshell in
hands.
years.
Stay clean. Always have a cow handy. By the way, for those of you with dogs, you know that is right. Every dog.
Okay, you can't see it because of her face. There we go. Every meal you make, every bite you take, I'll be watching you.
Is like that. Now,
Give it a toss, Jim. Give it a toss.
put
Oh,
them
you
quite
stir.
good. This rice is starting to crisp up.
If I was using a 10-inch skillet, I might have.
I'm going to turn the heat back down a bit lower. Let's add a little bit of soy sauce in here. Yeah, maybe a bit more. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, come on. What was wrong with my measurement?
It'll be salty enough.
And because you always want with extra heat. A dash of Tabasco.
Oh, come on. You would like
And
that,
now
and
the
you know
magic
it.
starts. Mix that up. Let that cook in.
I'll let you know at the end when I see what the color looks like in the bowl.
Now, a lot of people would probably beat their eggs first.
Now, in case you didn't hear it, yes, Randy, my cameraman, he did drop an F-bomb right then when our living room TV audio came back on, and now we're going to have to listen to the TV in the background.
Great preparation there, Jim. Fantastic.
Hey, it was an accident that happened. Now, why isn't that playing? Sean, I think my network card is going out. I really do.
Are you Wi-Fiing right now?
I'm on.
Sure.
Hang on.
Because he told me earlier tonight that's what he did. I like to do things a little bit different. So I'm going to take a
Butter.
pat of butter here.
See what I'm doing?
Tablespoon, give or take.
As you notice, I cleared out space in the middle.
Give that a chance to melt a little bit. And put that egg right in there. Now, because I'm going to reuse this bowl, we're going to give it a quick rinse. Because I really don't like raw egg.
And the fried rice would have cooked it.
And now, just scramble this up.
Yeah, it might have.
Get the heat back up a tiny bit. Start scrambling. You see the egg is starting to firm up. And now we're going to start mixing everything together. That egg goes in there. The egg is cooking. Gotta love non-stick.
No, you don't have to love nonstick.
Yeah, you did. They cleaned out with a paper
And
towel.
You can
Once
leave
again,
the
with
dark
the nod
side
to
and you can
Uncle
come to the
Roger.
light. And you can use carbon steel.
I don't have MSG, but I do. I have Accent. This is, if you look at the ingredient, monosodium glutamate, MSG. So, throw some MSG in there. Don't be afraid. I'm actually on a low sodium diet, but I just found out today that should be on a low sodium.
Okay, the important part there that you didn't hear was that Accent or MSG contains only 33% of the sodium that salt does.
That's correct.
which was a big surprise to me. I've always grown up with and heard that MSG is absolutely the sodium diet. Turns out that's not true. And
No.
so, Sean, thank you for pointing it out to me earlier.
Of course.
And now we have to wait for this thing off. Diet. I always thought it was bad for me.
I think in future videos we'll have you send me the video.
Everything seems to be cooked. The eggs are done. You see all those eggs in there? We're going to kill the heat.
I wish Randy had done a close up there.
Put this into a bowl.
There you go, Sean. There's the
Yeah,
color.
it's a little bit messy. I'm sorry.
It looks okay.
That's what we got.
So, Sean, I didn't hear you.
Said it looks okay.
Once again, with an nod to Uncle Roger, so he doesn't go, hi, if I grab a fork. We'll take a spoon, take a bite.
Now watch this carefully. Funny. Where I put my okay.
By the way,
I put my spoon at the side of the bowl on the counter.
my cameraman for this is Randy, my wife's cousin who lives with us. I'm going to let him take a
Here's a
bite.
clean spoon in the
Taste
bowl.
it. So I'm going to take the camera. Randy, take a bite, see what you think.
What does he do?
How does that taste?
To blow down a little more, but no, very good, very tasty.
Yes, obviously, Randy is a very disappointed Broncos fan.
Very much.
And there you have it. Poor man's egg fried rice. Uncle Roger, I'm sorry. Sean, well, if you don't like it, you can bite me. Wait till the next time. Out of
Well, we can get
network connection.
all the suspense out of the way. I do not like your recipe for egg fried rice.
Okay, that's not what I would fix for supper. That's not the dinner version.
All right, so
That-
walk us through this. What is your dinner version, Jim?
Actually, it's pretty similar to yours. Maybe a different order of adding ingredients, but very similar. I'm still going to be using a larger pan,
Yeah, of
but
course.
I'm not going to be using minute rice. Ideally, I use it using a leftover rice from Chinese. That's the best. That's always the best. Otherwise, I'll go and cook my rice a day or two ahead of time.
I'm partial to my sushi rice. I'll admit it.
I think
But-
it's a little bit too sticky.
Not what I do is I put it in I just use my my rice cooker, and then I set it in the fridge, and I cover it loosely with cling wrap. So
Well, I
that
don't have
more
a
of the
rice cooker.
so that more of the moisture evaporates out.
Yeah,
And I
don't-
wash it thoroughly before I cook it.
Well, yeah. I mean, no. When I'm using my long grain rice, my brown rice, I can't think of the name of it now, but
Jasmine
Yeah.
rice.
well, yeah, jasmine sometimes. But there's
Jasmine is to me at least the correct rice for fried rice technically.
Yeah.
But I like it with sushi rice. I like a shorter grain rice. I just do. It feels like the better. I like the mouthfeel better personally.
Well, I don't cook rice often enough for dinner to justify a rice cooker. Certainly not a dedicated one, and I haven't given in to the Instant Pot cult yet.
I am eyeing an Instant Pot, but
Oh,
but not for me. For Alice.
Well, okay. Both of her crock pots just died. What, last week, and she got a new one now.
She got a new crock pot, but
You didn't get her an Instant Pot?
no. She got herself an Alexa enabled crock pot. And that's perfectly fine. But and crock pots are perfectly fine for something that you want to eat 8 hours from now.
I can see
But-
now. Alexa, I want to fix a crock of shit.
Alice's food is fine. That being said, a crock pot is for when you want to eat in 8 hours. An instant pot is when you want to eat in 8 minutes.
Well, using the pressure cooker function, yeah.
Yeah, so there is something to be said for that.
Yeah, I have been considering a pressure cooker.
If you're gonna get a pressure cooker, just get an instant pot.
Yeah,
Does a bunch of other shit too.
I've
that
been
point,
toying
you know?
with I've been toying with the idea, but an Instapot to me seems a little bit too gimmicky.
It's not gimmicky at all. There's lots of people making lots of good food in instant pots. Don't knock it, man. I mean, I'm not saying that I would use an instant pot as a main appliance in my kitchen, but for the occasional pot roast, it works. If you need one quicker than usual, for the for stock, it works good as a stock pot.
Yeah, true.
It works good at a lot of things. It does a lot of things well.
Yeah, I
It
know
does.
it does. I don't know. There's something about it. It just seems like there's a cult following to it that sort of turns me away from it.
You know,
and I'm
just
somewhat-
because a lot
I'm
of
somewhat
people-
old school.
I'm very old school, but just because a lot of people, interestingly enough, I'm older school than you are when it comes to cooking. Like I want cast iron and carbon. I don't
Yeah.
own a nonstick anything, guys. I don't own a piece of nonstick cookware. Not
For
one.
For what it's worth, about the only time that I use nonstick is if there's an egg involved. Otherwise, it's my cast iron.
I use
Or-
carbon steel for
or,
eggs.
or stainless.
Right.
I love cooking with stainless. I really do.
I use stainless when I want fond. That's it.
Right. There's
Um,
each pan has its purpose.
Yeah, but there's no purpose for nonstick because everything a nonstick pan can do, a carbon pan can do better. It's just a fact of life, and the sooner you accept it, the sooner you'll be on your path to enlightenment.
Yeah, well, Val likes the nonstick better, except for when she likes the cast iron. She doesn't
Well,
use the.
I said a carbon steel.
I understand. Now Val doesn't use the stainless at all.
Right. Yeah, and that's fair. All of my saucepans and pots are all cast. I mean, they're all stainless. They were a gift, and I
Yeah.
like them quite a bit. They have nice thick bottoms on them. They're great.
Right.
You know. But anyways, guys, that was us comparing our fried rice recipes. We do apologize for the technical difficulties that kicked in during Jim's video. I suspect going forward we'll likely plan ahead a little bit and have him send me the file over so that we can just play both of them from my side, or we'll try to figure out what his network connection problem is. He may have to bump up his internet speed a little bit or something.
No, what it is, I think, is a bad network card. No, the reason I say that is because everybody's phones, my other computers, nothing else has been dropping off the internet at all. This is the only
you think you
machine
have
that's having problems.
So you think you have a bad motherboard?
That's what it's starting to look like. If it's not a separate card.
Because you're we'll talk about this off camera.
Yeah.
But suffice it to say, you have a network card for your wireless connections. But if
Right.
you're using the hard line, the Ethernet cable, that's integrated into your motherboard. So if that's the problem with the motherboard,
this is on the Wi-Fi, but the hardwire, which I always use, was showing the same problem.
huh? Wait, which computer are you on right now?
My desktop.
The one that I built you,
Yeah.
and you have it on the Wi-Fi.
Right now, yeah.
Why?
Because I wanted to see if it was whether or not the hardwire was having a problem.
Well, so that actually clears your computer from being the culprit, actually.
Okay, let's take
Because-
this off
yeah.
camera.
Yeah, let's take this off camera. Guys, thanks.
Once again, yes, and thank you, and we'll be back again sometime with more of this. Please drop a line in the comments. Tell us what you'd like to see. The whole idea is we're going to cook different regions, stuff we've done before, stuff that one of us knows, the other doesn't, stuff that neither of us knows. It's just going to be try it and see if it works.
We'll be back to battle it out next time, guys. Drop a like if you enjoyed this. Comment if you have suggestions. And subscribe if you want to see more. Yeah.
Later.
Later.